Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Chris here. Um, wasn't planning on doing a video, but some news broke within the past 24 hours that I wanted to talk about. It's actually really kind of heartbreaking and sad news. Um, it's about a Japanese wrestler, a guy who, in the 90s, like myself and my boys, we were all friends of Shinjiro Rotani. He was dubbed the Bitch Master by Scott Keith, and we've called him that forever too, just because it's like the best like name ever. Because he would get in the ring and just beat motherfuckers' asses. There's no other way to put it. He just beat you down. It was so much fun to watch. Um. Anyway, he was wrestling a match the other day in his promotion where he's president, uh Pro Wrestling 01. He took a move where he took a turnbuckle suplex where his head hit the turnbuckle. um he was conscious, but he was unable to move. The match got stopped, and he's not in good shape as far as that goes. As of the last thing I saw, he still is conscious but unable to move his like extremities. The longer that goes on, the worse it's gonna be. Sorry about that. The longer that goes on, the worse the outcome, obviously. Um, this video was not something I planned on doing or even wanted to do, but it's something that I want to talk about. And it's wrestlers not knowing when enough's enough. Um, you had Ric Flair like a couple months ago talk about he was able to wrestle a match. He was wanting to do another match. Like, dude, you're in your 70s and you're walking around with a colostomy bag. Nobody wants to see you wrestle, dude. You're old. You're 70. Stop it. Okay? No one wants to see you do this anymore. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson are still going at it, but they're wrestling relatively safe matches. They're not doing anything super dangerous out there, and they're not working with anybody who's not going to take care of them. But honestly, I kind of don't want to see them doing it anymore. I don't. Like, those are guys that I grew up watching, and I'm in my 40s. Seeing Sting doing like balcony dives at 63 years old, like, I don't need to see that anymore. All these older guys that I grew up watching in the 80s and 90s, like most of the guys in the 80s I grew up with are dead. So there's that. Most of the ones from the 90s are also dead or fucked up and can't really do it anymore. But I don't want to see guys from the 90s working now in the 80s. Like, I don't want to. No. Fucking stop. Like, I don't want to see guys that I grew up loving, or guys that were heroes, or guys that I looked up at and said, that's awesome, fucking dying for this business, for the wrestling business anymore. I don't. I don't want to see guys getting crippled or paralyzed because they're either not in the shape that they were in and they don't belong in the ring anymore and they're still doing it, or they think they still have something to prove when they don't and they're still doing it. Like, I don't want to see that anymore. I would much rather a Sting be an ambassador or a manager as opposed to a bit and getting in the ring and just doing dives for the sake of doing dives. Because that's what he's doing now, and it's not. It's only a matter of time before you've still got it turns into a, oh dear God, this is a tragedy, what the fuck? And he's already suffered spinal stenosis. from a buckle bomb, which is the other part of this. Can we stop with the buckle bombs and suplexes into the turnbuckles now? Like, do we have to keep doing this shit? Do we have to keep doing moves into turnbuckles? If it goes great, okay, great. If it goes bad, this shit happens. Like what happened with Otani. It can kill or cripple somebody. We've seen, like, the buckle bomb fuck up Sting's neck, injure Finn Balor, and do all kinds of shit. Like, stop with these moves that are unnecessary and dangerous, that are leading people to get hurt that don't need to. Wrestling works because it's safe for the safer moves, where you're not risking seriously hurting somebody to do an oh shit spot. If you have to do like oh shit spots, you're not good at it and need to go either learn how to do it right or go do something else with your life, that maybe a stuntman in Hollywood or something. But don't fucking drop dudes on their fucking head or on their neck just for the oh shit. For the wow factor of the move. Because if it doesn't matter if the person's fucking crippled. Like, it doesn't matter how cool the move is if the other guy doesn't able to get up and go back to the back. It doesn't matter if the other guy's got to get carried in a fucking stretcher or worse, in a fucking gurney. Or like a fucking body bag. It doesn't matter if the move is cool because, oh shit, that guy's crippled for the rest of his life. Or, oh shit, that guy just died. Like, it's not worth it. And then you got to look at it like this. Otani he was in no condition or shape to be in the ring in the first place. And that's the other thing. And that's the sad part. If you're not in shape enough or can't get into shape enough to get in the ring, please don't. If you can't get yourself into working condition to where you look like you've lifted a weight or something, because there is a perception or how you should look or something. When 70-year-old Vince McMahon looks better than you in the ring, you should not be in the ring anymore. When Tim Storm in NWA looks better than you, and you were the fucking former world champion, this is not a knock on Trevor Murdoch, I get what he's doing, but dude, like, a sit-up is your friend, bro. Like, sit-ups are your friend. And I say to someone who needs to do sit-ups, I wouldn't get in the ring with no fucking shirt on. I wouldn't get in the ring right now if I were offered to get in the wrestling ring. I'm not a wrestler, but I damn sure wouldn't get the ring in the shape I'm in right now. I would work out and get in shape first, or get some sort of abs back before I got in the ring. But you got guys who walk around with fucking beer guts and fucking out of shape as shit, getting in the ring, and it's like, don't do that. Or guys who are in their 50s and 60s who shouldn't be doing it anymore, still doing it. Stop. Otani had no business in the situation he was in, and he damn sure shouldn't have been taking that move. And that's what led to this happening. And as a fan of a guy like Sting, who his tag team partner, when he broke into the business, is already fucking dead. In the Ultimate Warrior, he's already gone. And that was just a heart attack. Scott Hall just died. You know, not using his death because it wasn't in-ring related, but you get my point. Like, guys who were his peers are dropping off left and right. You're 60 years old, dude. 60 plus years old. And you're doing balcony dives on the fucking tables? The fuck are you thinking, man? That's insane. Don't fucking do that. It's not worth it. It's fucking crazy. It's irresponsible for promoters or bookers to be telling that you guys are green lighting these spots too, because they're not free from like blame for this. If you book a match where you've got a guy doing this at his Sting's age, you should be fucking fired for that. If you're an agent and you're okaying this spot, or when Sting gets to the back, you're not like, dude, don't ever do that fucking again. You're 63, what the fuck? You should be fired. That's my thoughts on that part. Speaking of people who should be fired, Ezra Miller. Gonna touch on that real quick. So apparently, like, Warner Brothers is looking into like what to do about the situation. And here's the quick, short answer to that. Fire the dude and replace him and just reshoot the fucking movie in the year you have. Push it back another year if you have to. You've pushed it back 75 times already. But that's what you fucking do at this point, because you can't keep Ezra Miller in the fucking Flash role. He might end up in jail. Like, he stole from these couple's house and threatened to kill them. He attacked the woman at a bar in Iceland a year and a half ago and nothing got done. That was the first sign there was a fucking problem, and now he's been going around Hawaii on a crime spree, apparently, doing the shit he's been doing. He got arrested in that bar, and now it's coming out that he was a problem on the set. So yeah, you should probably fire this fucking dude. Just saying. And while you're at it, you should probably fire Amber Heard too. That's been there, and that's been a thing from the moment all that came out about her being the one that was actually abusing Johnny Depp. You fired Johnny Depp because he lost a lawsuit, a bullshit lawsuit, that he should have won, that anyone looking at that should be like, yo, they clearly lied about Johnny Depp. It came out in the trial, he didn't do anything, but the judgment went against him. Johnny Depp should not have lost his job. Amber Heard should absolutely have lost her job. She should still lose her job. And if at this point, what happened to accountability, Warner Brothers? Where's the accountability for her? And while we're on that, WWE, we're going to bring it back to wrestling for a second. You should probably rehire Nash Carter, because it's pretty much obvious that Kimberly, who was claiming that she was a victim of like spousal abuse, was fucking lying. It's pretty much been proven that she wasn't telling the truth. She was lying. You shouldn't have fired him. You jumped the gun again, just like with the Enzo situation. You never gave that guy his job back, or even issued an apology to Enzo for that shit that happened there. But you should have, or you should have offered him his job back, and you should be offering Nash Carter his job back here. You won't, but you should. So those are the things I want to touch on real quick. Dumbass wrestling stuff where people who shouldn't be doing stuff are doing stuff that's getting people hurt and or killed. Moves that should no longer be done. Bad promoters who allow them to go do the moves that they're doing. Accountability for Warner Brothers and the shit that they're allowing their actors to get away with when they fired other people for nothing. And another wrestling story that should have been gone a different way, or should be going a different way as well. So that's all I've got today, keeping it real short and sweet. Anyway, it's opening day, so I'm going back to watching the game. You guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other's. Much love to everybody out there. Peace.